For those of you who are currently having dinner, maybe some cauliflower, sushi, Snickers bars, whatever, you may want to turn off the television or turn it over to something a little more edifying like the Jetsons or something of that nature, Scooby-Doo, or put down your dinner, because we're going to talk about some common anal disorders, and we're going to start with Dr. Seeley.
Well, they are very common, and 4% of the population, which is about 2 million viewers right now, are sitting on the edge of their seat with something called hemorrhoids or piles. Don't ask me why they're called piles. It might be grapes of wrath would be a better description, but a lot of people have these, have heard about them.
Put piles of cream on them.
Exactly. But people actually don't know what they are. People will be very reluctant to come to our office to discuss this or show them off, but they're basically dilated veins in the anal rectal region. Now, they're very common, like I said, because basically everything that causes them, standing too long, sitting too long, having diarrhea or constipation, exercise or not exercise, losing weight, gaining weight, diet, not enough fiber. And you know what's interesting? It's one of the few disorders that's actually seen in a higher socioeconomic class. So the Caucasians who are wealthy or more at risk, could be that climbing the corporate ladder leaves more to the bottom, few left behind.
Wouldn't be me, so don't worry about it. Pruritus ani is an itch in that part of the world that is quite overwhelming to the point that you're scratching at night, you're rubbing. Stop it, because that's creating further itch. It's a very common condition and can be treated. It's not very well accepted. This condition's been known to ruin golf games, ruin your promotion, often ruin dessert. So if you have that condition, be seen by a physician. It's often caused by what's called anusitis, or inflammation of the anal area. Itis meaning inflammation, and like any other inflammation, if it's an inflamed knee, we put ice on it. And in this area, we actually do put ice on it. I'm just going to show you, I'm just going to reach into my bag and get my props out here. And oh, that's not it.
That's anusitis.
But this is. One of the things I have my patients do is get a rubber glove and put some water in it. And it's kind of limp, but pretend there's water in this one finger. Put that in the freezer and in a bag and take it out and put some cream on it. Some Fusidin H is what I put on this. And insert it for 8 minutes twice a day. Put it back in a Ziploc in the freezer. Tell the kids don't eat anybody else's popsicles. And this really reduces inflammation of the anal area.
Now, I hate to be a bottom dweller on this, but I'm going to go back to piles or hemorrhoids. Now, they can be as small as a little pea. They can get as large as a golf ball. You know, all doctors carry one of these. And they could even be worse than that. They could be various shapes and sizes. And the treatment is, you mentioned, can be anywhere from an ointment all the way to injection. One of the real common things that we treat nowadays with the hemorrhoids with is rubber band technique. Now, this is something that you shouldn't do at home unless you're a contortionist with Cirque du Soleil, but it would see a professional, somebody like Dave. He does do good work on those hemorrhoids.